Hi, welcome back to Gravity Clubhouse. In this garage clip, we're going to be doing the sequence when we were facing forward on our knees and it was working through the chest. But what we do today is we add some rotation and give you some options to develop the sequence. So what Carol's going to do is always get on safely, grab that one cable, knuckle down, and then from a kneeling position, I'd always encourage you to start in this sequence. Now remember, this is a tough sequence and it's not for everybody. So choose if it's appropriate for your group or for your client, and then be there to work through that range of motion with them. The first option I'm going to give Carol before she starts is the fact that we're going to come through a front raise with the palm up, slide to the top, and then to make it easier to begin, we're going to add a full rotation. So the arm will go all the way back so that there's no stress at the front or the anterior part of the shoulder. And then we'll bring it back, engaging through the obliques, and then returning to our starting position. Let's have a go. You ready? Yep, there we go. Front raise, arm goes out, full rotation, beautiful. Soft shoulder, brings it back in and returns it down. So right now, we're lovely and upright, we're engaged. The lower back is loaded, so those trunk extensors are working to keep us upright. The great thing about the GTS, everything was always working. And I'm going to get Carol to rotate just a little bit further back here so she can really open up through those obliques. There we go. And then pull it around. So right now, there's not that much stress in the shoulder. We'll do 2 more reps like that. I like to work at a slower pace in these sequences. We engage, we fire up more, recruit more muscle fiber, and there's more control involved. I find if we work faster, the glide board moves very, very rapidly, it destabilizes and it becomes quite jerky. So for me, that's an unsafe way to work. Now let's try the same thing in the same position, kneeling, as we bring it forward. And now we're going to limit the range and keep it right into our chest and the front of our shoulder and bring it back. So the scapula needs to stay down, the chest needs to stay up. Let's try this. Brings it forward, out to the side, beautiful. We can see where the end point is out of our peripheral vision. How different does that feel? Good. Feels good. What we can do here is if we're working in the group or one-on-one, we can add a slight tilt forward and again, ask a little bit more through those back extensors. And it just changes the load. So the movement undulates where we get right there, full load, a little bit easier here, and back to the starting position. Just 2 more there. I can always tell she's like gone into the zone. Yes. One more time. Breathe. Concentrate. Don't fall off. I can do this. Everyone's watching. And let's go. Knuckles down. Let's take it to the next level. Now, do you remember how we got up here? Knuckle down. Opposite leg comes up into the forward lunge. I'm going to ask Carol to demonstrate the wrong way by using a fast speed. That's right.
Like that.
Like that. What I'd like you to do is try to pull it up quickly and just show the guys at home what happens with the glide board when it's too fast in this position. Can you see how the wobbling and the unstable base is the degree of difficulty that makes it unsafe? So by controlling what we have here, engaging through the abs, engaging through the back, we've got some recruitment through the stabilizers of the leg, which is fantastic. And now we have to go back and we'll just do 4 when we add the rotation and then we 4 when we don't. So now we open up through the hip as well. So as you come around and we externally rotate, here it is. Bring it all the way around, beautiful. And do you see how Carol's tracking the movement the whole time by watching it as it comes all the way around to the back of the tower? You'll almost get 180 degrees rotation through the upper body. But there's lots of work happening here. Really feel those abs firing up. Now let's do it. And we're going to just open up through the chest and stabilize to the shoulder. And this is a really strong movement. For some of your guys, it won't be the right exercise for them. So watch how they're managing their shoulders. Do you find if they're starting to creep up to the area? So their shoulders creep up to their ears, or if you find that they start to hunch up in their upper back, this is probably not the right progression for them, and keep it with the rotation. Let's see how it works for Carol. Bring it out, just the side, beautiful. All the way in and down. The last thing I'd like you to look at is the lever length. This is perfect. It's exactly why we chose Carol. Long arms, elbows soft but long, and the wrist is strong. See how the hand doesn't move? So that chain is strong all the way through. We don't want the wrist to be the weakest part of that chain. How'd you go? I'm not even counting. Have you done enough?
I'll do 1 more.
1 more? Perfect. They have logged in, so they do want to see you work.
Super. I'll do 2 more then.
2 more then. Can we get a bead of sweat happening here? Lovely. And you'll find here, this is a lot more because as we're coming through here, everything is working to create that really stable base. And the beautiful thing is with that motion, you'll feel the difference between the start point to the end point and back to the beginning. That was great.
Good.
You feeling all right?
Very good.
Perfect. So remember, once again, in that group environment, choose, is that level right for your clients or your class? If it is, layer it in. So start with the kneeling progression and the rotation first, and then reduce the range because that's going to require a lot more effort. I hope you enjoyed it. It's fun having you on board.
Thank you.